Hello everyone, we are from Syndicate Group 2, Business Strategy and Enterprise Modeling class.
We would like to present to you about learning from the strategy of Warung Sebelah to face the various challenges due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Stay tuned. The essence of strategy is choosing to perform activities differently than rivals do. The strategy framework consists of the three key elements as we know as AFI: analysis, formulation, and implementation. To find a way of achieving sustainable competitive advantage over the competing products and firms in a market, every firm must have a business level strategy in terms of generic strategies. A generic strategy is a general way of positioning a firm within an industry. Four generic business level strategies emerge from this decision: cost leadership, differentiation, focused cost leadership, and focused differentiation.
Today's who doesn't know about palm oil? If you're sweating after exercise, for instance after playing tennis, you will need to go to bed. What did you find in bathroom? A soap? Shampoo? Face wash? Or a toothpaste? They had palm oil on their ingredients. Did you know that the antioxidant for this cough syrup was made from palm oil too? Palm oil industry playing significant role on national economic as well as Bpom strategic counterpart for controlling safety and quality for drug and food consumer product. Bpom, as a regulatory body, attempt to put domestic drug and food industry growth as national interest, such as palm oil industry.
Mr. Andy.
Hi Mr. Ati, good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. Andy.
I was impressed by your presentation on the board of director, and apparently I have some issue aligned with your expertise. So, shall we meet up?
Sure, Mr. Andy. We've known each other for a long time. As a consultant for your company, don't hesitate to ask my favor. Anytime I'm available. When will we meet? I'll set my agenda for that day.
Great then. Can't wait to see you soon. Maybe on March 6th? Yeah, since I'm free from my routine schedule. What do you think?
Yes, I'm available at that date. What time would be the most convenient, Mr. Andy?
Oh, wonderful. See you in my office at 10 a.m. I will invite my board of executive as well.
Okay, talk to you later, Mr. Andy. Bye.
Hello, boss.
Hi, brother. I was called Miss Tati to join our meeting on Saturday. Could you invite the other to join?
Yeah.
I need CFO and CTO as well to be there. There are important issues to discuss with them.
On your command, boss.
Hello, good morning all. Thank you for attending this meeting. Sorry to bother your weekend. As you may know, I invite Ms. Tati to hear our situation and may offer a strategic solution to discuss with. Our business is now dealing with uncertainty under COVID-19 pandemic. Even though we were successful in booking positive profit last year, we must be aware that this pandemic situation might not end until next year. Our competitors seems to fight this situation as well. But for future successful result, the one who formulates the best strategy amidst this pandemic will take the most benefit. To open the discussion, I would like to give the first shot to CTO. Ms. Penil, go ahead.
Honestly, sir, we are struggling with a logistic problem. The condition we are facing now related to the pandemic are the issues of stopping transportation of fresh fruit bunches and CPO, as well as the issues of temporarily stopping operation, and the logistic activities, including palm oil. If the operation of plantation and factories are stopped, the supply and distribution of product made from palm oil can be disrupted.
I don't get it. Could you elaborate more?
Firstly, in the COVID-19 pandemic, due to the restriction, the cost of sea freight with containers has increased dramatically in virtually all nations. Shipping time have increased, container accumulation at port has increased, and loading and unloading at port has also increased. Additionally, I have the data. The sea freight tariff to India increased from $400 per TEUs to $1,300 per TEUs, while the freight rate to Europe then increased from $1,500 to $2,500 per TEUs. The freight rate for transferring containers abroad has grown fourfold in comparison to the previous year, which means that our company's shipping and freight expenditure will increase. In my perspective, we should prioritize domestic sales, especially given the decline of export demand while domestic demand is also rising. Alternatively, this business has developed a number of information technology, enable mobile application to maximize efficiency. The first program is Merilo. The second, we have known Dindin application, and the third one is Armada application. Improving digitalization, businesses may make it easier to monitor and obtain real data from the garden to the head office, allowing for remote control of operations. This will enable us to make rapid decisions even when we are not in the field. Moreover, what if we increase our delivery vehicle because the truck frequently come late, especially during this pandemic constraint, to assist in expediting the distribution of our product to the market. Another issue is that our company is in the midst of a dry season in heavy rainfall in several areas. The main drainage channel slows down, causing water to stagnate in the block in the extended period of time, which can interfere the growth of palm oil plantation. What about enlarging waterways?
Sorry, can I come in here? I agree to some extent, Ms. Neil. Suggestions for optimization of digital systems are very good in uncertain field conditions during pandemic COVID-19. It is definitely helpful if it can be accessed from home for making the best decision in speed and accuracy of decision making. Meanwhile, suggestion for increasing capital, it will be better if we rethink our plan to invest during unstable conditions. Help accelerate distribution to the market. We don't need to buy delivery vehicle. Lockdown or self-quarantine causes problems with the company supply chain. For instance, late in distribution due to the truck, late returning to the factory, and making other deliveries pending. My suggestion related to logistic problem when demand increases is we look again at shipping arrangement and start collaborating with a trusted third-party shipping expedition for delivery that cannot be covered by factory vehicle. And related to the widening of waterway, it is better to look for the root cause of why the drainage slowed down so as not to interfere with the growth of the palm in the plantation. We already have detector for hotspot and rainfall that can help detect environmental condition. In the case of widening of waterway, appropriate action can be taken after knowing the root cause of the problem, and perhaps we can do direct check on the plantation. And while my suggestion is the scheduling of channel cleaning is more intensive than before.
Does anyone agree with the suggestion? Ms. Linda, as our JFO, what is the situation from your point of view?
Okay, thank you, sir, for your opportunity. I will try to explain our financial condition before and after the pandemic. As all we know, 2019 was a year full of challenge for the palm oil industry. CPO price fell significantly and touched the lowest level of $497 per ton at the beginning of the second semester. In addition, the productivity also declined due to the impact of long dry season in 2018 and also a mild El Nino in 2019. CPO price improved during the last 2 months of 2019 and gave a positive signal for the palm oil industry. Followed by the implementation of the mandatory B30 program from government, which had a positive impact on the absorption of palm oil industry in the country. But the decline in CPO price in 2019 really affected our company performance. Our company revenue in the 2019 period decreased by 8.5% from 19.08 trillion rupiah to 17.45 trillion rupiah. So our company net profit in 2019 was 211 billion rupiah. In 2020, the company recorded the net revenue of 18.81 trillion rupiah, which is showing an increase of 7.8% compared to the previous years. The increase in net revenue was mainly attributed to the rise of CPO price. The rise in price also pushed up the fresh fruit bunch purchase price from both the plasma plantation and from third parties, which is turn increased the cost of revenue about 3.5% from the previous years. The company recorded a gross profit increase of 38.2% compared to the year before. The company also took various measures to improve operational cost efficiency and resulting in profit at the end of 2020, which can be attributed to the owners of the company of 833 billion rupiah, an increase of 294.6% compared to the year before. The financial performance achieved in 2020 by our company exceeded the planned budget for the current year. Although from the operational point, not all operational targets have been achieved due to the difficult condition caused by pandemic.
I also take those finance indicator as consideration. Thank you, Ms. Linda, to remind me. Then go ahead, Mr. Putra. I see your smile put on your face.
Okay, I will be straightforward. We are still too dependent from demand of China, South Korea, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Philippines, and Singapore. For our notice, the market share of CPO in India is also declining because the country has begun to import soybean oil. Our penetration in Europe is very complicated by the policy of removing tax incentive for biofuel products from palm oil by France. There are a negative campaign for palm oil in the European market, such as deforestation, and then environmental issue related to the forest fire, and then the issue of extinction of orangutan, aspect of sustainability, and the last, child labor. I am concerned more if we rely solely on this price condition, because we know that our sales volume as well as production was lowest in the previous 3 years in 2020.
Yes, that's right, but don't be too happy with that condition of our company, which is still profitable in this pandemic condition. Let me share that our market capitalization has decreased about 15% from last year. This situation can affect our company's investor trust, so I think we must pay attention to this.
Okay, I would like to propose that we should be able to explore the ability of oil palm farmers to develop a highly competitive downstream palm oil industry and increase sales volume through developing cooperation with local community plantation and purchasing external CPO. In addition, globally, we must actively campaign for our products to convince international community that Indonesian palm oil industry produce through sustainable processes. And also, I suggest that we are more aware and more penetrate the market for oleochemical products, where the market continues to increase by 115,000 tons per month due to the increasing demand for soap, cleaning agents, and hand sanitizer as part of the implementation of health protocols.
Honestly, if I could see as an outsider, your company had many privileges while running the business in Indonesia. Given the significant contribution of palm oil and its derivative to Indonesia's gross domestic product, any disruption to palm oil export as a result of COVID-19 pandemic will have an effect on the agricultural sector GDP, national GDP, and regional gross domestic product. As far as I know, due to our commodity support country income, the government perhaps has the willingness to support this palm oil business. I heard that the Bpom offers some interesting policies, such as disallowing palm oil free labeling for black campaign. And if I'm not mistaken, this government institution has a plan to facilitate business-to-business meeting to expand market and gain new demand. For instance, market from Middle East and Muslim country related to vaccine or medicine. It would be better if we also tried to make courtesy meeting with the Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Bpom and other strategic institutions for facilitating open new export demand for palm oil product, or accelerate the implementation of domestic B40 in biofuel industry, and also to open network connection with a potential local and international association for gaining new customers.
Great! What an energetic and favorable meeting today. After heard and consider your explanation, I decide to take the following action. CTO, I encourage you to increase the volume of purchases from third parties to increase sales of palm oil and its derivatives. CTO, I depend on you to improve operational cost efficiency, and please postpone the investment plans related to several work facilities that have no direct impact on plantation productivity. And CFO, you have the objective to maintain our company financial health. Please be aware of some important indicators in terms to convince our shareholder trust. For our consultant, please prepare documents for the forthcoming agenda that we could involve with Bpom, Ministry of Industry, and other strategic partners for business meeting to seek new market demand and opportunity. Okay then, cheer up folks! How are you today?
Yes, we are
We
good,
are
and
good
even
and
better
even
to be
better
back.
to be the
Ho,
best.
ho, ho.
Ho ho ho!